Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Libby. Welcome to LankaLiving and Yoga. This is your space to practice yoga and the art of living well. Today is about joy and longevity. And when I think of this, I think it's really about our mindset more than anything, and using it to overcome challenge and find joy in the process. So let's all begin now together on our mat in Balasana Child Pose. Come to all fours, take your knees as wide as the mat and press your hips back and let them sink down into the mat. Creep your fingers forward, create lots of space between the neck and the ears, tuck the chin and just let your head melt and rest on the mat. Connect with breath. Find your breath. Explore in that fullness when you inhale, feeling it expand your ribcage, and exhale, feeling your whole body soften. Use the breath to really help you arrive here in this place at this time. Roll the shoulders back. Stretch the fingers out further up front. Let the hips be heavy. Invitation to bring your hands into a reverse namaste pose and bring them over your head. You can even broaden your fingers to really feel that energy and that connectivity between every finger. Creeping the elbows out just a little bit on your mat can give you a beautiful extended stretch down the side body. Use your breath and feel the release with every exhale. One more breath here. And let it all go. Come up to an all fours position, bringing your knees in line with your elbows and wrists. Create a nice long neutral spine. Inhale to prepare cat and cow. Exhale. We move into cat pose, Marajasana. Inhale, cow pose, Vinyasa. Again, exhale, pressing through the balls of your hands and the tops of the feet. Inhale, opening across the chest, dipping the belly. One more time, exhale, pressing through the upper body there. Inhale, opening everything up and coming back to center. Inhale to prepare, exhale, tiger pose. Opposite hands and leg rise up. Exhale, we bring in the elbow and the knee to center. Inhale, we press back out, reaching long in opposition. And exhale, bringing it all back in. One more time, exhale, take your hand and foot out long and come back to the mat. Take one full breath cycle here and regroup. Inhale, extend the opposite hand and leg out high. Exhale, we bring it in. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, let all the air out. Inhale, one last time, reach with tippy toes and pointed foot, and coming back to center. That's it. Inhale and exhale to regroup. Let's now tuck the back toes and turn the wrists so that they face the front of your mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, pressing through the forearms now. Inhale. It should feel like a beautiful massage for your spine. Warming up every single vertebrae. And coming back to center. Just flip over one of the wrists now. You can release your toes down as well. We're just going to very gently apply a little pressure back and forward onto one of the wrists there to stretch that forearm out. That's it. And then flip it back over. And then the other side. Little rock back and forward. Back and forward. And flip it back over. Let's take 3 circles in one direction to really help stretch and warm up those forearms. Using the breath to reverse the direction now. And coming back to our position that we started. Inhale, peel your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, coming back up to the sky. And exhale, threading underneath your left. One last time, up to the sky. And as we thread it under, we're going to put that body weight down onto your lower shoulder and creep the upper hand, the left hand out to give a nourishing stretch to the side body there. Breathe into the stretch. One more breath here. And coming back to center. Let's go to the other side. Peeling up the left hand to the sky. And exhale, threading under the right. Inhale, we reach up to the sky. And thread the needle through. Inhale, we reach high. And exhale, we see through. Holding this position now, creeping that upper arm out and looking under that armpit up to the side. Longevity. When we think of longevity, we think of both mobility, strength, and flexibility. One more breath here. And coming back to center. Let's now tuck the toes under, reach the hips up to the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back into the heels of your feet and pressing into the heels of your hands. Spread the fingers wide, lifting the hip bones up to the sky. Rolling the shoulders down. Inhale, come up onto tippy toes. Exhale, lower the left heel. Inhale, coming up to tippy toes. Exhale, lowering the right heel. Inhale, up onto tippy toes. Again, we lower the left heel, this time taking the right foot, ankle, and circling in one direction. Let's reverse the circle in the other direction, warming up the ankle. Come up onto tippy toes and drop the right. Now circling the left ankle. And using the breath to reverse that direction. Come back onto tippy toes and continue to pedal out your dog for a few breaths. You might like to take your gaze under each of the arms as you pedal. And then take your feet to a wide stance and push back, finding stillness now in your wide-legged downward facing dog. 3 breaths here in stillness. Feeling length through the crown of the head. Posing full of energy out through the tailbone and down the back of the leg and even down the arms into the hands. 1 last breath here. Let it all go. Bring the feet in to hip width distance. Bend your knees generously and crisscross to come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Let the head hang heavy. Bend your knees generously. Exhale, roll up to mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring the feet together. Stand tall at attention. Send energy down through the back of the legs. Tuck the hips slightly and open the chest and rise up tall. Let's move on to Sun Salutation B. Come to Tadasana, lift up nice and tall. Take a full breath cycle to prepare. Inhale, rising up through the crown of the head, and exhale, sending energy down the back of the legs. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Tadasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Urdhva Tadasana. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1, right leg forward, we lift high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the front of your mat and come to a forward half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sending the hips back. And exhale, we roll up again to Tadasana. 1 full breath cycle, and we go again. Inhale, chair pose, sending the hips back, tucking the tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach to the crown of the head. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1, left foot forward, we rise high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees generously, hop forward, step or jump to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sending the hips back, reaching the hands up high. And exhale, we roll up 1 vertebrae at a time to Tadasana, mountain pose. Come with me now. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold with 1 hand to foot. Rise. Take your right hand to right foot and lift up the toes and place it back down on the mat. Let's rock through this pose. Rock to the back again a second time and place back down on the mat. Let's rock a 3rd time, moving our weight to the heel of that right foot. And this time taking our pinch fingers, an option to lift the foot up for 3 breaths. or alternatively remaining with heels connected to the floor. One more breath, and placing both feet firmly back on the earth. Bend your knees generously, let your head really fall. Feel heavy, breathe deeply, and reset, stretching your knees in your forward fold. Inhale, rock back, lifting the left toes off the ground this time, connecting with your left hand and place down back on the mat. Inhale, we again lift the left toes off. Exhale, coming back to the mat. Third time, lifting the toes off, we take our pinch fingers again and put them around our big toe there. Invitation to take that heel off, tweeze it, or have it remain firmly planted on the earth. 2 more breaths. And release both feet back down to the earth. Bend the knees generously. Let the full weight of your body rest on your thighs. Drop the head. 2 more breaths here. Halfway lift. Jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 1 full breath cycle here. Bend the knees generously. Hop or step to the front of your mat. Look forward. A halfway lift posing. Exhale, forward fold. And roll up 1 vertebrae at a time to your mountain pose. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, warrior 1, right foot back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, deepen. Hold this strong pose now, creating length in every direction possible, expanding not only the physical edges or boundaries of your body, but also the mindset to be able to find sukha and sthira in this pose. Find softness, comfort, and strength in this pose. Pushing, keeping the back leg active, pushing energy out the knife edge of the back foot, keeping the front knee tracking over the front toe. 2 more breaths here. Invitation to bring the hands above head into prayer position, Namaste Mudra, and open the fingers to increase that mindfulness of the connection we have between each and every one of those fingers and the power that sits in the palms of our hands to create joy in this moment. 2 more breaths here. Release the hands down, interlace behind your back, and take your chest up to the sky. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your chest down to parallel to your thigh, or dip your head further down towards the ground. Knuckles reaching up high in opposition. 2 breaths. Inhale, bring the hands to frame the foot. Come to plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One full breath cycle here. Bend your knees generously and jump up to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold and roll back up to Tadasana. Let's go on the other side. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, warrior one, left foot back, rise. Extend yourself in every direction possible. Soften and deepen your front leg. Feel that strength going down the back of the leg to the knife edge of the foot and your front knee tracking over your front toe. Take your drishti over an horizon, release it in a smile, and observe the body and the sensations that you're creating to cultivate strength in this pose right now. Invitation to take the hands into a Namaste Mudra and then open up the fingers wide, connecting the fingers, keeping that connection, and reminding yourself the power that you have in the palms of these hands to plant seeds for your future self and to cultivate joy in this moment. Release the hands now, open up the arms, interlace behind the back, roll the shoulders down, exhale, humble warrior, bringing your chest parallel to your knee or dropping the head further towards the ground. Pulling the knuckles towards the ceiling or the sky. Pressing down through that back leg. Maintaining a connection with breath. Release the hands to front, frame the front foot. Come to plank position, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. One full breath cycle here. And let it all go. Bend your knees generously. Come to the front of your mat to a halfway lift. Exhale and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take a full breath cycle here into Tadasana, regrouping. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, right foot back lunge. Lower the back knee. Bring in the other knee to come to your tabletop position, lowering down to your chest. Take your legs as wide as your mat. Push back into a wide-legged child's pose. 3 breaths here. Let's regroup. Let the heart rate settle. And acknowledge yourself for the work that you're doing in your practice today. Invitation to bring the hands together again in reverse Namaste. Opening up the fingers wide. And feeling that connection of all 5 fingers connected on both sides. And a nourishing stretch down the side body. Release the hands down to the ground again. Come up to tabletop position and then cross the back ankle over to come to a comfortable seat on your mat. Creep forward, let's face one another now. Take your right leg and circle it so that you create two 90-degree angles with your knees, tucking your back foot. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, we creep our hands back and start to drive that hip up towards the sky. Invitation to come down onto your elbows and breathe. Roll the shoulders back. Let the chest also come up and open towards the sky. And breathe. Coming back onto your hands if you're on your elbows, sweeping this leg around so that it comes onto the fleshy part of your leg into a seated double pigeon. Lift your hips up so that the sit bones are both equally sitting on the mat. And then let's take our right hand just above that knee area and push down on it to open up this hip for 3 breaths. And then creep the hands forward into your pigeon. Roll back up and top to the other side. So we draw the left heel now, toe around the back to create two 90-degree angles. Then tuck in your back heel and start to sit back onto your hands and driving that hip towards the ceiling or the sky. Invitation coming back onto your elbows. Feel that nourishing stretch down the front of the hip into your thigh. Coming back up onto your hands, and we take that, we circle that toe around to come onto the fleshy part of your leg above the knee, preparing for your pigeon. Sit bones equally fleshed to the mat. Inhale to prepare, and exhale, we apply a little bit of pressure onto the upper leg there to open up that hip space. 2 more breaths here. And then coming forward into your double pigeon. 3 breaths here. And rolling up. Let's send both legs out front. And we're going to take in the right leg and cross it over the opposite side of our left knee. Once again, sitting up as high as we can on our sit bones. Inhale, hands touch the sky. Exhale, seated spinal twist. See the left hand on the outside of the right leg there. And on the exhale, we start to twist towards the back of our face. 3 deep breaths. And coming back to center, simply swapping over the legs now. The left leg coming over the opposite side of the right. Inhale, hands come to the ceiling, and exhale, twisting to the left now, hooking over the right elbow on the outside of the left knee, and taking your gaze to the back of your spine. 3 breaths. And coming back to center, come to Sukhasana, easy seat to finish with. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale. Bring hands to heart center. Thank you for your time and your energy today. Namaste.